It's not super early, but I loaded up my 600mm lens, my 70D, and my tripod, and all my other stuff, and came down here on the driveway to see if there was any activity at the hawk's nest where I could set up and maybe get some video. But it's probably not early enough and not time for feeding number 2 or 3 yet. So I can see a little bit of movement down low in the nest, but like nobody's out on the tree limb. In other words, I'm gonna have to try again another time. I decided to set up the equipment to video while I go make Dawn's breakfast. Never can tell what you might get. All right, I'm back to check on what's going on with the camera. I cooked breakfast, and I guess since the nest is on the left here, I usually go all the way out, turn around, and come back in. I stopped and restarted the video. It doesn't look like much is going on though. And I wanted to test out a game controller in the USB. I am removing that cable because Dawn and Johnny don't need it anymore. They both have Type-C charging now. We don't need a mini or micro USB anymore. All right, I've got 2 Apple Lightning cables and the Xbox 360 controller cable, and there's a Type-C plugged in behind the center console. So I kept on reading where everybody said, oh, it's no big deal, you just plug it in and you're good. Well, plugging it in's not good. Surely we must have to pair it. I couldn't get it to work, and apparently it's not going to work on Ruby. They said MCU 1 cars pre-February 2018. It doesn't work, and of course Ruby is about you know, approximately a year older than that. Built in April, June timeframe of 17. So unfortunately, I guess it's not going to work. Apparently, it's just supposed to plug and play, although a couple people did say they had to use an older controller with a wireless USB stick, like an Xbox 360 that wasn't with a wireless to USB thing. I don't know. Anyway, it's not working with Ruby, which is a little bit of a bummer because boy, would I have loved to have been able to demo that at the next meetup or little event that we take Ruby to. So bummer. Well, I don't think I got any footage of the parents coming over to the nest with food, but one of the guys was pretty active up there, moving around, looking at things, and that's probably pretty interesting too. I guess Tux and Gray compromised on who was going to get the shady, dirty spot underneath the chair and decided to share. That's sweet. I'm in Fuquay now running some errands, and first up is picking up a book we ordered for Johnny online. Johnny's reading the Gone series, and he had started this book at school right before the end of the year when they needed a book to read after testing. So he had to turn that in, so now we've got it where he can finish it. And Bomb, a Newbery honor book, I thought Johnny would be interested in that. He tends to like World War II history. And then I picked up Al Roker's book, Ruthless Tide, for Dawn. I always browse the new adult books, nonfiction, fiction. And I don't know that he'll read it, but I thought he might like to browse it. There's a Battle for Burmese. Now this guy comes in white, green, and pink. And I guess the white cream colored one you can only get by rating. So we don't have this one yet. Luckily it's super duper easy to take down. So the severe thunderstorm watches went up until 11 p.m. I am, you know, keeping an eye on my phone just to make sure. Yesterday, those severe storms that were south of us popped up really quick, so you just can't tell. Well, what do you know? Here's a Model 3. Might be the one that lives near us. And I got the Burmese for me, Johnny, and Ruby's account. I don't have Don's device, so he'll have to wait for another time. Well, the consensus was that I should try the cold brew. All right, here's the nitro cold brew with marshmallow whipped cream on top. They said regular or marshmallow. Those are my choices. So here goes nothing. It's not sweet enough. I was a little worried about that. Girl doesn't like black coffee too good. It's okay. I mean, it is smooth. It's not bitter in any way. I may be taking some of this home to Dawn. I know you're not having the bestest of days. Yeah. And I have something for you to try.
What is this?
It is cold brew coffee with marshmallow whipped cream on top.
Oh, not bad.
It wasn't sweet enough for me.
Yeah, it's not,
so I brought it home to you.
Oh, you want me to finish it?
It's for you now.
It's for me.
Yeah, I'm sending him inside with the library books too.
And the coffee.
And the coffee. Don's fighting Windows today. Let's just leave it at that. He's not in a good mood about it.
Certificates and Windows. 3 things that should never be mixed together.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Dottie. I love you.
Okay.
Poof. There he is.
Hi.
I'm headed to Chick-fil-A now for a frosted coffee, and I couldn't go there without asking my buddy if he wanted to go too for a frosted lemonade. All right, now that I totally botched up what I said about Burmese, fix it for me.
So there's sandy Burmese, the one Mom just caught. The pink Burmese is trash Burmese. And the green Burmese is grass Burmese. Did I say trash and grass? I feel like I mixed that up.
Well, it makes sense the green guy's grass. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good to understand now. Well, we have at least one of all 3.
The Pokemon are based off camouflage. So it's a grass camouflage, a trash camouflage, and a sand camouflage.
Ah, okay. Well, it's been a few days since we've been over here, and they're working on painting the outside of the store. It's been gray and beige on and off several times over the years since it opened in 2002, so I guess we're going back to gray this time. Usually they paint Walmart and then they come along and paint the rest of the shopping center afterward. Slight change of plans. There's a pop-up storm just north of our location, so I handed Johnny money to go get the hamburger buns we need for dinner tonight. And I'm just gonna pick him up at the door and we're gonna run for it. I can't tell if it's coming toward us or not. And A, I don't want to get the car wet. B, I don't want to be in any severe weather. I'm just worried about being wet right now though. Well, Johnny got the bread. He made sure tomorrow morning, and Johnny has got to go to his Taekwondo class, and that is gonna overlap the first part of the meetup. But I'm thinking we'll show up for the second part. And Ruby's nice and clean, so the last thing I want to do, you understand, is get her dirty before the meetup. It's time to take Johnny. Well, hello there, Gray. Come here, honey. Come on, let's go to your chair so you're out of the way. She has this thing where she jumps up here for attention. There's a good spot for you. That's my good girl. Bye, buddy. One more week to go till his black belt test. I told Don I was going to drive Ruby to drop Johnny off because that would surely mean some showers would pop up and I'd have to rush back home. Looks like I need to go back home. Tux, what are you doing over there, bud? Huh? Come on, come up to the house. I've switched to the van. I'm hearing a lot of thunder toward Fuquay. I'm really hoping it actually rains here. I need the rain. Well, I've got Johnny now, and so far all the severe weather is north and south, and Fuquay hasn't gotten a drop. So, I don't know. There's more out there. I sure don't want it severe, but I really did want it to rain today. You know, I think he's a glutton for punishment going up this hill. That's a steeper incline there than you think. That was the little frontal boundary on the cell that's probably gonna come over us in a minute. It's, wow. Hi, buddy. Yep, hi. Well, we did finally get some rain, and I came to see if Don needed me to pick him up, but he said he wanted to finish his run. It's not hailing here, and it's not even thundering lightning, so. However, had it stayed as heavy as it was there, I don't know that he would have wanted to come the whole rest of the way home with it being that heavy. Rain, sweet rain. Although they had hail and Cary over at Auto Park area where we were, where Jaguar is, and up by Crabtree Valley Mall, and so all this rain we had today wasn't good rain, but we won't have to water tomorrow. This is significant enough we can skip a day or two. Don made it back safe from his run, obviously. All right, now I'm hearing hail. Now I'm seeing hail. Little bit. Not large hail. Definitely hail, though. The wind's not too bad. I sure don't want my baby hawks to have to feel they need to leave the nest early, so let's not kick it up any more than this.